On last night's episode of Monday Night Raw, the WWE recreated the iconic Shawn Michaels and Melina moment with Seth Rollins and Rhea Ripley. It's fair to say that this was really cool to see, and a lot of people popped on social media for it. It's always great to see this generation get inspired from the past. You can't overdo it though, but I definitely love to see more of it. I won't forget this moment between Seth Rollins and Rhea Ripley, and Melina even replied to the video on Twitter saying that she loved this moment. Everyone loved it. We have some exciting news for Alexa Bliss. She announced that she is pregnant, and you'll love to see it. She tweeted, "The best moments in life are completely unexpected. Baby Cabrera arriving December 2023. She's going to leave WWE for the entire year since she's expecting to have her child in December, and I'm wishing her all the best throughout this time, and I'm sure she's going to be a great mother. Hopefully, she can return to the ring after she does have the baby, but if she decides she doesn't wanna, you can confidently say that she had a very successful WWE career, and you can argue that she's one of the best to ever do it. So whatever she decides, I support her decision." There's some great news for Trish Stratus fans and her current run. According to PW Insider, Trish Stratus will be appearing regularly on Raw going forward. She will appear weekly as often as possible on Mondays. This is really good for WWE, its women's division, and the WWE universe. Trish Stratus is a legend in this business. When she came back, many people thought it would be for maybe one WrestleMania match and she would go back into retirement, but that isn't the case. Trish is here to put in the work and put over some people, and it seems like Becky Lynch and Zoe Stark are going to benefit the most from this news. Zoe Stark, more specifically, is going to benefit the most because last week she was absolutely wrestling in a quiet crowd, and now she's a part of a big time moment with Trish Stratus over the weekend and as well as Raw. This Trish Stratus run is special. Enjoy it while you can before she does eventually leave again. Speaking of the women's division, Ronda Rousey recently spoke about the division and how nobody cares about it. This is what she said: "With how dismally shallow the women's division is right now, there's not enough women around here to keep us busy for a month. So that's the biggest challenge that we have, is to get this company to actually care." Ronda is saying something, and many fans are also feeling the same way. The WWE women's division is all over the place, and the blame should go to WWE for barely showcasing them, not creating compelling storylines, and not putting the same effort that they put into the men. I love how Ronda Rousey is taking the challenge of making the division more important again, and I hope that she does succeed, especially with those tag belts. They really need someone to take them on and make them feel important and prestigious. The WWE injury bug continues. According to PW Insider, Braun Strowman is out of action with an unspecified injury, and that is strange. The WWE has been really quiet with their wrestlers and the injuries that they do suffer. Bray Wyatt's been out of action for months now, and WWE has not addressed it. Randy Orton's back has been injured, and it was never reported what the injury was. We just have other reporters and journalists tell us that he might have a fused back. And now the same is happening with Braun Strowman, and I wonder why WWE is extra quiet with these injuries nowadays. NXT Battleground came to an end, and it was an exceptional pay-per-view, and it's looking like it will be the last NXT pay-per-view for some. According to a report, there were a few farewells following NXT Battleground and are expected to make their way onto the main roster, and if I had to guess, I think it's going to be Braun Breaker, Cora Jade, and Ilya Dragunov. This would be huge news for Raw and SmackDown because those three names are difference makers. They will shake things up and will be important for the WWE for years to come. Who do you think is going to get called up? Let me know in the comments below. And now, let's get on to the Raw review. The show started with the brand new World Heavyweight Champion, Seth freaking Rollins. And I have to say that the World Championship design has finally grown onto me. It took some time, I'm not gonna lie, but we finally got there. I'm always going to love the original design more, but I finally do like this one. With that being said, the right person won at Night of Champions, and kicking off the show with him makes a lot of sense. It was a good move, and this feels like a reset for Raw in a way. With the new world champion, it feels like things are going to get even more spicy on Monday nights, and you got Seth Rollins come and show the world that he's here to represent the brand. AJ Styles did interrupt Seth Rollins and told him that he earned his respect and the championship fair and square, and then they shook hands only to have the Judgment Day interrupt them. And of course, Dominic got a loud reaction of boos. The WWE Universe really does not like this man. He's the most hated wrestler right now, in WWE. They eventually did challenge them to a match for later into the night. I'm really loving the Judgment Day and really think that they need to win some gold soon because they are great. All you got is Rhea Ripley with the SmackDown Women's Championship, but they need more gold. The Miz and Ricochet battled in a Money in the Bank qualifying match, and The Miz has been randomly giving us bangers after bangers after bangers since WrestleMania 39. People were saying that he's not a good wrestler and he's only out there proving us wrong. The man was doing her Karanas and springboard cross bodies. I was appalled. Ricochet won, which was a right call. After that, Becky Lynch came out looking for a fight because, as you know, she was screwed over at Night of Champions and wanted a rematch with Trish Stratus. For a little bit, this worked out in her favor. She beat up Trish and Zoe for a few minutes until the two of them were too much for her. Becky was then destroyed and embarrassed with the t-shirt spots. This is good storytelling. Becky was pissed. Her character wanted revenge, and we know her character has a lot of confidence, but that confidence can backfire, and now she has to re-strategize. We then got a hilarious segment between Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Imperium, and Alpha Academy. Chad Gable and Kevin Owens are so good with comedy. They know when to hit their cues and they understand how to be funny. Their comedy reminds me of Kurt Angle's comedy in the Ruthless Aggression era, and I'm sure they were somewhat inspired by him. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn then started a Baldy chant for Giovanni, which was funny. It was a really fun segment that led to a decent tag team match. Imperium won and defeated Alpha Academy, but this isn't the end between Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Imperium. It's just the beginning. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler won the Women's Tag Team Championships, and that was definitely the right call. They should be champions, and they are, and together they are the most dominant tag team in that division, and I think they should have a lengthy title reign, and I can't wait to see it unfold. Then we got a Cody Rhodes promo following his loss at Night of Champions. Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar is going to continue. It's what I expected, and Cody said that Brock Lesnar is beast enough to make him knock out, but not man enough to make him tap. I don't know what that means, but he said it with so much confidence that it was fire. This was your standard good Cody Rhodes promo. I still didn't like how he was unconscious from the Kimura lock at Night of Champions, but WWE is afraid to make people tap. They never want anyone to tap out, and I hate that because tapping out is okay. We are human. These wrestlers are human. They can fail, and then they can get up and win later. Stop being afraid to have people tap out to not make them look strong, because I'm sick of everyone losing consciousness through some submission hold. Gunther's next challenger is going to be Matt Riddle. That's what I expected, and I think he's also going to win that title for some reason. But then again, the WWE probably wants Gunther to break the Honky Tonk Man's record. We'll have to wait and see what happens. JD beat the shit out of Dolph Ziggler. This man really didn't care about winning the match. He just really wanted to inflict pain on Dolph. Ziggler really went from being world champion at one point to this. Sad boy hours for him. Shinsuke Nakamura beat Bronson Reed to get in the Money in the Bank ladder match. That was a shocker. I really thought that Reed was going to be the one to win it and go in that ladder match because big men always make for great ladder spots, but Shinsuke is cool too, and he's got a real chance of winning. And the main event saw Seth Rollins and AJ Styles defeat the Judgment Day in an entertaining match. I don't think a single soul expected Seth Rollins to lose this match because you can't have your new world champion lose that quickly. I feel like Finn Balor is going to be his next feud, and maybe even the entire Judgment Day for the next 3 months are all going to try but fail. This should be a fun story. Raw was good. I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.